Hello. All right, we got a an '08 Suzuki XL7. It's an little SUV, and when I was trying to find this has got a windshield washer pump that's bad. When I was trying to look it up, there were several other vehicles that were the same design, so this procedure might be the same on other vehicles. I'm not sure about that, but this particular one is an '08 XL7 Suzuki, and the washer pump, the windshield washer pump quit working. Well, the windshield washers quit working. So in doing a little bit of diagnostics, what I found out was that the fuse box sits right in here. There's this 10 amp fuse right here that's for the washer, windshield washer and wiper in the front. It was blown. Consequently, what I found out was it was the pump that was causing that fuse to blow. So you know, if you check your fuses and the fuse is blown and you put it in and it works for a while, chances are it may happen again, because a fuse is there to protect the system from electrical shorts, and usually when one blows, there's definitely a problem. So this one actually turned out to be the washer pump. So this is what I did to get this thing out of here. First of all, this box here where the battery is, the battery's underneath it. The PCM sits right on top of here with some wires. There's two kind of push clips here, and this basically on this vehicle just kind of lifts up out of the way. So you kind of want to just move this up out of your way to give you a little room for this washer bottle, which sits right here. Next, I took this coolant reservoir, which sits right next to it. There's two 10mm bolts holding this bottle to the firewall or the fender well here, and I've already got this loose because I've had this out once, and it was a little tricky, so I thought I'd share a little bit with you. Anyway, you lift this bottle up out of here. What I did is I tied a rubber snubber onto it just to kind of hold it up out of the way. You get some of these covers out. I keep hitting my light. This definitely, you can tie it up. I had it sitting in there somewhere there. Okay, so once you get this reservoir out of the way, you don't have to take anything loose. The hose stays on it. Just kind of move it up out of your way, and the bottle sits right in here. One of the screws that hold the reservoir and this washer reservoir together, there's the same bolt on this one side for this reservoir, and then you have one other little screw here in the front, and that comes off. I actually used a 9/32 socket on that front one. So now this bottle kind of sits up underneath this battery box, so it feels like it's a little stiff, but if you kind of move it, pick it up and then move it kind of towards the firewall and wiggle it as you're going, it kind of comes up out of there. Like I said, I've had this out, and I've already actually replaced this pump. The wire I didn't have plugged in, but the wire plugs in right here, which I left it down in there just so I could show it to you. There's a wire squeeze clip on it. Right here. That plugs into the pump. So you kind of raise this bottle out of here. It comes to about right here, and then the wire kind of binds up, so you have to unplug it while it's kind of down in there. Like I said, it's got this wire clip which I took off. You kind of squeeze it and then pull the plug, and my plug was really tight, so I just took that clip off of there for now. I'll have to put it back on. Then when you go to put this excuse me, when you go to put this bottle back in, situated here. Sorry about this camera work, but there's a hole down in here. You can see the hole with a rubber grommet in it. And this bottle has a peg on the bottom that's got to slide in that hole down there. So when you go to put this back in, you put this bottle right down in here and then get your wire plugged on, which I can't do this all and hold the camera and everything because it's kind of a tough spot to get to with the lighting and everything. But you plug your wire back on, and then you kind of work this down, wiggle it a little bit of an angle until you feel it sit down in there. And then if you look over here, this doesn't quite go down because you're not in the peg down below. So if you just kind of lift it and work it back and forth until you find that peg, it'll drop right in that hole like that. Then you're down flush and you know you're in the right spot. The hoses, there's two hoses that I took off. I didn't mention it, I don't think. There's this top one, and it just slides off. And then there's one down below. Right here that just pulls off. And you can actually take this bottle clear out and work on it on the bench. Now that pump, when you have the wire off, it basically looks like this. And it's actually a GM part number, so you know that this interchanges with a lot of other vehicles. But this is the bottom that slides into a rubber grommet inside the bottle, and that's all that seals it. It just pushes in, so make sure that's clean. I used a little soap water to kind of lube it up, and then one hose fits on this side and the other hose fits on this side. Your electrical plug on top, and that's all there is to it. So I hope that with bad camera work, I hope that helps you out somewhat. So good luck.